Guys, welcome back to another 3-game series between the Wannabes and Team Hopeful, bringing in an absolute crazy matchup here. Again, we see Salty Dog in the mid lane on that Lux. Let's go ahead and take a look at both of these teams while we get this replay started. So on the side of the Wannabes, we do have Katarina in the mid lane. Looks like they did a little bit of swapping in champion select. Let me go ahead and get that flipped for you. Vi in the jungle, Trash Can Cat, looking like a Katarina one-trick, or I'm sorry, Gangplank, Cubic Zesty on the Gangplank in the top lane. Again, Katarina in the mid lane, might be a one-trick cat with the name Trash Can Cat. Jay Hogan and 666 down in the bot lane with that Kaisa and Nami duo. And then on the side of Team Hopeful, we do see Dr. Cider. Oh, actually, we see a little bit of poking coming out here. They are going to spot this Evelyn, so they know that she might be starting top side. Gangplank having to back off here, licking his wounds, going back to the base. Hoping to try to make it back. Lux actually looking here for a light binding, doesn't find it. The parlay coming out. Gangplank getting a little bit of gold for himself. Nobody in any real danger here at the beginning of the game. But as I was saying, Kled in the top lane against that Gangplank. Evelyn in the jungle. One Salty Dog on Lux, and then the Sona Twitch bot lane, which is going to be an absolute electric bot lane once they do hit level 6 here. The Spray and Pray coming out from Twitch, and the Sona Ultimate as well to follow up. The Crescendo, just going to be not only a lot of damage coming from that Sona, but that Twitch should be able to put out a bunch himself with that lethal tempo. We see a pretty standard start here. Both of these junglers starting on the red side. Vi getting a pretty good leash there and getting away from that buff. Fairly healthy. She is running Aftershock. A lot of times you do see the Halo Blade Vi for a little bit of that early game damage and pressure. Able to get the stacks on her W. But with that Aftershock, she's going to be a little bit tankier as well as being able to put out some of that damage. So we'll have to track that build. And now we see some scrapping in the top lane. The Bear Trap on a rope coming out. And some scrapping down in the bot lane. The directed camera taking us all over the place. Both of these top laners low, and Scarl has taken his leave. He is that scared lizard, and Gangplank able to just walk up and land these parlays. Not only pocketed himself some gold, but getting good damage out onto that Kled, and Kled is in danger here. He's only halfway to getting Scarl back. And now we see some poking coming down in the bot lane. Both of these laners being able to dish it out. Twitch having to step forward there, which allowed Kaisa to land every single missile from the Acathian Rain. And now we see Sona getting caught up in a bubble here. Twitch trying to trade some damage back onto the Kaisa. The supportal combat and the ADCs going toe-to-toe as well. Nothing going to be found here. Kled going to keep himself safe, picking back up that Scarl. And so far we are seeing a bloodbath in the bottom and top lanes. Evelyn look for something. The alert coming out. She does land the charm. Gangplank gets the flash. He now no longer has an escape. And first blood going over to that Evelyn. A beautiful whiplash to close the distance onto that Gangplank. He flashes away and she manages to hit the charm. And then with the red buff slow, Kled being able to close the distance on Scarl, and Evelyn being able to pick that one up. First blood going over to Team Hopeful. And so far with this minor gold lead, things are looking pretty hopeful for them. Yeah, what's up, Sarah? How you doing? A bubble coming out onto this Twitch. Not going to find much more than that. As I was saying before, Twitch had to step up to get some poke onto that Kaisa, which allowed her all of her missiles to go directly onto that Twitch. If Twitch managed to fight in this lane with the creeps, he might do okay. Katarina now looking for something. Has to shampoo away and also uses the flash to keep herself safe. And Kled is out for more blood. Kled just wants violence. He's got Scarl. He's not scared. He does have the assist. And now the Ignite coming out onto the Lux. Lux not even having to blow a summoner spell there. Picks up the kill onto Katarina. And again, just more fighting in this top lane. The Powder Keg coming out. Gangplank not going to be able to use that. Vi comes in. She's farming the minions right in front of Lux's face. Lux able to walk away from that one, but she did have to use her heal to stay alive. And now Evelyn looking to trade it back in the mid lane. The hate spikes coming out, a lot of damage. Vi trading some back. It is a 2v1. Lux on the outside. Gangplank in. Dangerous alone in the top lane. The powder keg does not land. Kled is now off of Skarl. The powder keg not going to find his target. Vi dashes back in. Gets a hit onto the Evelyn. Not going to find it. Kled on the wrong side of the map. Flashes forward though. Gets Skarl. Gangplank is in a lot of trouble here. The bear hook on the bear trap on a rope. Picks up the kill onto that Gangplank. And Kled is slowly starting to solidify this lead. 1-0 in 1. He's going to be able to catch up in CS here. And now he's going to be able to back and hopefully buy this time map for himself and just be an absolute menace. And now we see some fighting down in the bot lane. Kai'Sa flashes forward, uses the Acathian Rain to pick up the kill, and that is exactly what she does. But Twitch is trying to trade it back. The heal coming out. Twitch flashing forward. He takes a turret shot. He might be in trouble here. Nami looking for more. Twitch has to use the invisibility to get away. But one kill going over to that Kai'Sa, and now Katarina with a beautiful roam comes down, shumpos to the minion, uses the bouncing blades and picks up the kill onto the Twitch, and Lux is stuck in the mid lane. This is just what you want to see. You see a great play coming out from the bot lane, playing safe, Kai'Sa being able to pick up the kill onto Sona, and then Katarina being just the mobile champion that she is. She's already gone toe-to-toe with that Lux and lost. So what does she do? Oh my goodness, that didn't look like it had the range. But Lux, standing in the enemy jungle, screams Demacia at the top of her lungs and trades a kill back for her team, managing to keep that gold lead in their favor. But as I was saying, Katarina already going to toe-to-toe with that Lux, blowing everything and not able to find the kill. So what does she do? She doesn't take another chance having to fight that Lux. She looks around the map, sees where she can make a play. She roams down bot lane at a beautiful time. Twitch having to run away very, very low and able to pick up that kill for herself. Kled just walking forward in this top lane and not afraid of anything. He has that Tiamat finished. And now Vi spotted out on the dragon here. Katarina looking for blood. Lux does take a turret shot, but Lux is level 6. Katarina is only level 5. The red team or blue team grabbing the Infernal Drake, and Sona paying her respects, going down with the Infernal Drake as well. Walks up alone. Here comes Evelyn. A lot of damage coming out onto that Lux. Lux does not manage to get away. The Shunpo to pick that one up. The Cannon Barrage trying to help it out. Not needed. The Hate Spikes traded back over to the Katarina. And so far, this game is just an absolute bloodbath. But we are even in gold. 11.8k to 11.7k. Not much of a lead for either team, so it's really anybody's game. Evelyn does have that invisibility. She comes down with the allure. She dodges the bubble. She gets the charm onto the Nami, but not going to be enough. Killer Instinct to close the gap onto that Evelyn. Kai'Sa picks one up for herself. She's trying to, now Twitch is trying to trade it back. He uses the invisibility. Stands still for a moment. Sona is there to help him out. The heal coming out to keep him alive, but it's not enough. The minions and Kai'Sa able to take down that Twitch, but a kill going over to that Twitch himself with an assist on Sona and Evelyn. So although you hate to see the double kill going on to the Kai'Sa, a trade kill back onto that Twitch is absolutely fantastic. Hold that thought. We see some fighting in the top lane. Vi is here. Kled having to ult away. He does hop off Skarl. The ultimate coming out from Vi in the middle of 2. Will Kled be able to get out of this one? He tries to dash away, but does not find it. Gangplank picks one up for himself. Now 1, 2, and 0. Going to be able to push this lane out. And again, that lane even virtually in CS and even virtually in gold. Supportal combat coming down in the bot lane. I cannot get a moment to speak about the game state here because these teams are just going back and forth, toe-to-toe, an absolute bloodbath. But as I was saying before, although you hate to see a double kill going over to Kai'Sa, you love seeing this Twitch being able to get kills, because one thing that Twitch can do that Kai'Sa can't is be able to take these advantageous trades and be very safe in team fights. Not only will Twitch be able to be invisible before a team fight even starts, so you'll have no clue where he's at, but he also has that spray and pray where he can stay back line and just shred the front line. If Kai'Sa wants to do any damage, she has to be up close with her short auto attack range, and or eventually use the Killer Instinct to dash to the back line, and that's going to be very scary in these team fights. Rift Herald coming up here soon. We will see if this Vi on the side of the Wannabes wants to pick up that objective for herself or for her team as well. Nothing else up on the map here, and neither team have taken any plates. So right now, the gold lead is just coming from the kills and the CS deficits. Kled looking for some love here. Bushwooking a little bit. Hits the bear trap on a rope. Not going to find much more, but a beautiful powder keg combo. Almost knocking Kled off of his Scarl there. Gangplank's looking for more. He's just going to farm up those minions, get himself out. Katarina dashes in Shunpo onto the Lux. Lux shields herself, trying to walk away from this one. Lux does have the heal, but Katarina can counteract that heal with the Ignite. And Katarina will also be getting the heal from the Conqueror as well as the true damage. She jumps in. She starts to use the ultimate. Lux not able to keep herself safe. Manages to create some distance, but it's not enough. Uses the heal and dies as well. Nami dangerously low. Not going to go down, but Vi ults in after that Evelynn. And Katarina actually goes down here. Twitch manages to pick up the Nami and Sona to pick up the Vi. What a huge turnaround. The bottom lane roam coming up to save this jungler. Absolutely insane. Evelynn uses the ultimate to get away, and Sona is there to drop the ult as well. And Evelynn able to pick up a kill there for herself and get out safely. Beautiful roam here, and another kill going over to that Twitch. Slowly starting to see a gold lead build up on the side of Team Hopeful. And as we were saying earlier, they might be hopeful to take this game. But at this point, it's nothing to write home about. Still anybody's game. Kled being able to bully this Gangplank in the top lane. And I want to see some great outplays around the Scarl from Kled. That is exactly what he's known for, as well as his engage. Evelynn on the top side. She did take the Rift Herald. Gangplank should know she's there. Kled having to dash away there, keep himself safe. Gangplank looking for more. He blows up the barrel to get the movement speed. Bear trap on a hook. Gonna find the target, pull him back. Kled now knocked off of the Scarl. He's trying to get it back. Gangplank fighting in a huge minion wave. The cannon just tanking. The ultimate coming out from Kled. Gangplank is in trouble. Finds him in the bush. Has to flash away from that one. Keeps himself safe for now, but Evelynn is in the wakes. Rift Herald being laid down in the top lane, but Vi is actually up there to help stop this push. We might see a 2v2 in the top lane. They do hit the eye there. The Rift Herald does get the charge off. That gold not going over to anybody there. Nobody close enough, but 3 plates down on that top turret. And now Team Hopeful looking like they might be able to take that first turret. Dragon is up on the map. It is an Ocean Drake. And either of these teams right now, 12 minutes into the game, want this Ocean Drake. To have those regens on your team, a lot of damage actually coming out here from Lux. To have that regen on your team is absolutely amazing. Being able to push out a lane, get into a skirmish, and then get yourself out. A huge amount of damage coming out, but the Airy and the heal from Nami keeping Katarina safe. Twitch flashes forward, uses spray and play to pick up the kill onto the Katarina. Lux then follows, going down as well to the Kai'Sa. So these 80 carries pick up a kill for themselves. And Dr. Cider picking up another kill on that Gangplank. 1-4-0 in the top lane. Now they're looking for more. Sona drops the ultimate. The damage is just too much. Twitch gets the shutdown gold onto the Kai'Sa. He already has that completed Infinity Edge. And we see Kai'Sa's build. She's built 2 pickaxes. Right now, it seems like she's torn in what she wants to build. She wants to build that Gwynsu's, but she also wants to build that Storm Razors, or maybe even an Infinity Edge here. We're just going to have to keep an eye down there. But a huge shutdown going over to Twitch. He has a 500 gold shutdown himself, but he's going to be able to back and buy himself something juicy here. Dragon still alive here. We saw a very small skirmish going down around that Dragon pit. Everybody having to get forced off, and now it looks like Vi trying to take it for herself. Nobody on the side of Team Hopeful even collapsing down on this Dragon. They have no idea. They do have the Scuttle Crab, but it might not be enough to see him. Evelynn looking for blood here. She gets the charm. Absolutely deletes that Katarina, but puts herself in danger. Has to flash away from that Vi after the ultimate. Last Caress putting her in a terrible spot. Manages to pick up the kill onto the Katarina, though, so it is a 4v5 for the moment. And we see 5 members of Team Hopeful on the bottom side of this map. Gangplank does not have teleport, so he will not be able to join, and it looks like Team Hopeful wants to siege down another turret. Both of these teams just fighting over a little bit of vision. Evelyn in that bush, already invisible, so not going to be spotted out just yet. So they know 4 members are down here. They're looking to make this a 4v4. Little do they know that Evelyn is in the wakes. They are now privy to the Evelyn. She dropped the allure onto Kaisa. Not going to follow up. Vi caught in the light binding there. 8 spikes coming out. Not going to find much damage onto that Vi, and Vi is looking to turn this around. It is a 4v5. Kled standing in that bush. Maybe looking for an engage here. Kaisa dangerously low after that ultimate. Kled goes in onto the Vi, gets a bear hook. The ultimate coming out from Sona, manages to pick that one up the wave, picking a 5, and Katarina goes absolutely catastrophic in this game. The quadra kill, the pentakill, 15 minutes into this game in a 4v5. Nami dropping a beautiful wave onto every single member of that team, and Katarina jumping in and going absolutely bananas. And Team Wannabes want to be the winner of this game. They close that gold gap. They now have the gold in their favor, up 1k, managing to get 2 turrets for themselves. It is now 2-1, and this Katarina is an absolute unit at 8-5-0. Lux can use that ultimate trying to clear the wave, but Gangplank is an absolute honey badger. He's still looking for this turret. He does take one shot. The light binding coming out. The remove Scurvy to get himself out of there, heal himself up a little bit. Now we see the bot lanes fighting here. Jungle pressure. That Evelyn is just too much. Big Decimal doing big damage onto these squishy carries. And now Kaisa finishes the Infinity Edge. This is definitely different to see. A lot of the times we have been seeing Kaisa build the Storm Razor and then jump right into the Gwynsu's, as it gives her the the upgraded Q and the upgraded E for the invisibility and the damage. It looks like she's still going for that Gwynsu's. Whereas Twitch, he's just trying to build that Runance. He wants to make sure that his spray and pray is hitting every single target in these team fights. And it's exactly what he's going to have to do. You don't see much hard CC on the side of Team Hopeful. You do have the Kled ultimate. Oh, we see Vi coming in onto Lux. Is under turret. Lux may be able to get herself out to safety. Has the shield. Vi going back in, trying to find some more love. The Vault Breaker. The ultimate coming out from Lux, and Vi biting off a little bit more than she can chew. Although her team is up, she gets a little bit ambitious there, trying to find something. But with a little bit of love from the turret, Lux is able to pick that one up. And now we're seeing a teleport come down to the bot lane. Kaisa with the Killer Instinct drops in onto the Twitch. Twitch in a lot of trouble here. The wave coming out, but a beautiful ultimate to stun 2 from Sona. Twitch now invisible. Katarina in the middle of this. She does pick up the kill onto Sona and manages to get herself away. And now 2 members here. Actually, Gangplank flashes forward, tries to find a parlay onto Twitch. Not going to get the kill there, but a lot of pressure here. Evelyn trying to get out alive. Kled is in the wakes here. He is ulting in. Will he be able to find a priority target? He goes in onto the Gangplank, but now he has the CC onto that Kaisa. Kled in the middle of 3. Does he have enough? The ultimate from Lux coming out, doing a lot of damage to that Gangplank, and Twitch manages to trade the kill over to Kaisa. A 1-for-1 overall. Kaisa for Sona, but that Sona kill going over to that Katarina, and that is not where you want to see those kills. Now Gangplank in a tough spot. Kled in the middle of 3. Actually, the heal coming out, trying to keep Katarina alive. The bubble onto that Evelyn. Picks up the kill onto Katarina, and the last caress on Gangplank sits him down, sending him back to the base. Twitch gets soloed by the Nami. This game is absolutely insane. Lux with the roam down to pick one up for herself, and overall I believe that is a 4-for-1 with the Sona, or a 4-for-3 with Sona and Kaisa dying, and Lux and Evelyn staying alive in those fights. Now Evelyn finding Sona a little bit, or finding Vi a little bit too pushed out. Sona is here to back her up. The Ignite coming out. No more damage will follow here. A little bit ambitious on the Ignite, but that's okay. Baron coming up very soon. We see the 2 items on Twitch. He's going to be doing a lot of damage in these team fights. If he's able to stay safe in the back line, use that spray and pray, like I said, with the Runance Hurricane, just spreading the poison everywhere and then getting huge expunges, he should be all right in these team fights. But they have to be able to CC this Katarina. Right now, she is an absolute unit, able to dive back line. She's got the Morella Nomicon, so the healing from Sona is going to be negated quite a bit. She also has this Sork boot, so the magic pen, or the spell penetration, is going to be huge in these fights as well. And we don't see any magic resistance right now on the side of Team Hopeful. Katarina's going to be doing absolute damage in these fights. Twitch looking for something in the mid lane. Staying invisible, not able to find it. Katarina being able to defend this turret very well. And Dragon is live. Team Hopeful looking to get their first Drake. It is a Cloud Drake. Right now, both of these teams just fighting for vision. Katarina might be caught out here in the middle of 3, in the middle of 4. She is in a very bad spot. Where does this shut down gold? She actually shumpos to the Nami, manages to get away. Lux tries to pick her up with the ult, does not find it. Kled all in onto this Vi. Gangplank is now here to back up the Vi. Both of these teams just going to walk away from this one. Nobody is dead just yet, but Lux is looking for more. Throwing out some poke, not able to find any targets here. And now both of these teams creating that line of scrimmage in the mid lane. Vi uses the Vault Breaker, gets a little bit too close there, a little too close for comfort. Could have been caught out there, absolutely scary. Now we see Evelyn actually here on the flank, has not been spotted out yet. Vi goes in, look for something. The binding comes out, the cannon barrage onto every single member here. Evelyn able to solo that Katarina, get her out of the fight. That is absolutely huge. It might be a fight for Team Hope. I am hopeful about this one. A double kill going over to Evelyn. Now 9, 2, and 6. And she wants more. Kai'Sa face checking this bush. A lot of damage coming out. The Killer Instinct gives her the shield. Evelyn able to ult away with the last caress there, get herself to safety. And now Team Hopeful able to pick up their first Drake. It is going to be that Cloud Drake. That is going to be absolutely huge for Evelyn to be able to make plays around the map, and Twitch being able to keep himself safe. Kiting around Vi, looking for Sona heal. The Sona ult coming out. The ultimate as well onto the Twitch. A lot of damage coming out. Kai'Sa picks that one up for herself, but Evelyn trades one back onto the Nami. Vi now jumping over the wall. The hate spikes are finding the target. Is it enough damage? It is not. Vi and Kai'Sa dangerously low, having to get away from this one. And Team Hopeful should be able to siege down this mid turret. Katarina is in the wakes here. Beautiful flank there by Team Hopeful's jungler Big Decimal on the Evelyn. Absolutely bursty assassin. He's got the completed Lichbane. He's got the Dark Seal. He finds Katarina just standing out on the backside, playing a little bit scared, and able to get that pick on her, which is all of their damage for the Wannabes. And then we were able to see how that fight turned out. Kai'Sa still being able to output a little bit of damage herself. But that fight goes in favor of Team Hopeful. But this gold lead is still very close. It's sitting just about 1,500. And now Katarina looking for blood here. She drops the Ignite. The heal and the flash coming out for Lux. Is it going to be enough? It is not. Katarina picks up 2 in the mid lane, but Kled is here to avenge his fallen laners. Kled picks up 1 onto that Katarina. Vi and Nami here to walk out of this lane. Vi coming here to escort that Nami away, because Kled right now is absolutely huge with that death stance. He finds himself in the middle of 3. The bubble after the dash, a beautiful bubble. He has knocked off a Scar, but here comes Evelyn with the deeps. Picks up the execute on Nami. A 3v2 in this middle lane. The cannon barrage coming out, but Gangplank going to stay in the top side of that lane. Twitch now invisible, looking to find anybody overextending here, as well as Evelyn. Evelyn does get caught out by the Void Seeker. She's going to drop that charm anyways and see if she can find it here. Flashes forward, doesn't get the charm. It runs out, but the hate spikes are going to be enough. She goes stasis here after the turret shots, but Vi picking that one up for herself. 1,000 gold shutdown going over to that Vi. And now Kled is in a tough spot. Sona is here, but not going to be there fast enough. She tried to speed her way in, but didn't have the heals for that Kled. Just overstaying his welcome there. Maybe hoping to try and help that Evelyn get out. But Evelyn goes down and Kled follows. Oh. Katarina actually diving in here. The stun coming out from Sona, but it does not matter. Katarina right now being the Honey Badger, doing whatever she wants. Katarina does not care who is there. Absolutely insane. And right now on the side of Team Hopeful, you have to be thinking, how do we win this game? How do we stop this Katarina? She's able to just shunpo around the map. She's getting these resets after getting these takedowns. And what do we do here? Vi looking for blood on that Twitch. He has to flash away. Evelyn too big for Katarina here. Takes down that Katarina, gets a shutdown goal for herself. Twitch manages to stay alive. He does have that spray and pray. He is standing on the outside. Not going to find anything. Evelyn dashes forward here with the whiplash and the hate spikes, coming out, picking up the kill onto Gangplank, and now Kled looking for more. The movement speed onto that Evelyn is exactly what you needed to see there. A double kill, unofficial triple kill, going over to that Evelyn. And now, right now, if you're Team Hopeful, you are taking your eggs and you are smashing them in that Evelyn basket. Everything on Evelyn. Make sure Evelyn stays alive. Just like the Wannabes are putting every single egg, Happy Easter, in the basket of Katarina. You're seeing that on the opposite side with Big Decimal on that Evelyn. Baron getting started up. There is a smite, but Vi is not close, and that's going to get absolutely deleted. They don't need a Mountain Drake to take that Baron in under 25 seconds. I just made that up. I don't know. That just seemed like a cool statistic that maybe they took it in under 25 seconds. So don't quote me on that. I apologize. I just said that to sound cool. That's my bad. That's not a real statistic. I don't know. You guys will have to check that. Baron on the side of Team Hopeful, but the gold lead is still almost tied up here, and you're seeing that in the gold lead in the jungle. 50 CS deficit in the jungle and a 50 CS deficit in that bot lane, keeping that gold lead just shy of 2K. But right now they do have the Baron buff on the side of Team Hopeful, and they do have the damage. Evelyn looking for some love here. Ults to get herself to safety after just walking all over that Gangplank. It looked like just a couple of autos, a whiplash, and there you have it. 4 members now in the mid lane. Kled up there trying to solo out this Vi. He does have the level advantage, and he does have the Scarl advantage. Nobody has a Lizard like Kled has a Lizard. He almost has the ultimate here. It is coming up soon. He dashes forward. Vi with the Vault Breaker. He manages to get over the wall. Will Kled be able to follow the Blast Cone to stay away and get to safety? But Evelyn is in the wakes. She is smelling blood in the water. Evelyn gonna get away, or Evelyn gonna take her leave on this one. Head back towards the mid lane. Pick up that dragon for herself. Vi gonna head back to base. Right now, if you're that Katarina, you're probably flaming your team a little bit because you are carrying, but you are also 14-9, and you need to not get Yi Syndrome. The Yasuo effect is probably in full effect right now for this Katarina, where she feels unstoppable, able to just to dive into backline and kill everybody, but that Evelyn says otherwise, so they have to be careful here. Twitch opens up on the front line. Gonna get himself away from this one. Very scary spot for Twitch to be. A Shunpo and an ultimate from Katarina should be enough to be able to get a kill onto this Twitch, so he does have to be careful with that Katarina passive, doing the damage every time she picks up one of those blades. The bouncing blade and the preparation. Right now, Kled needs to be the front line. That's what we need to see. We need to see a pick coming in on the flank from Evelyn, or a pick on the front line on one of the squishies here that might also be stepping up. We need to see Kled ulting in, and then Twitch just from the back. Twitch and Lux just outputting damage. Sona just running around the team, making sure everybody gets healed up, and now Vi is caught out, half health, almost killed. Not going to die to the ultimate there. She is going to get away. Kled pushing on this tier 2 in the top, in the bottom lane. He does manage to pick that one up while 3 members are still sieging mid. A 2v2 down to the bot lane. Kled ults in. Count Kledula looking for blood, and they find it on that Gangplank. The ult isn't enough to slow them down. Katarina ult coming out, not going to find the damage onto that Lux. The heal coming out, the ignite to pick her up, but Twitch trades that kill back, and now Twitch 8, 5, and 6 with that Sona going to be able to siege this tier 2 mid. And right now there's 2 dead on the side of the Wannabes. And that is the 2 most powerful members here. That Kaisa is doing quite a bit of damage. May be able to turn this around here. Twitch getting dangerously low. Again, he frontlines and gets deleted by that Vi. Sona having to get herself away from this one. Evelyn is in the wakes. Picks up the kill with the whiplash there. And now a 3 for 2 on the side of Team Hopeful. Evelyn looking to make it a 4 for 2. Is Nami going to push out of this base? She is. Nami and Kaisa both pushing out here. The hate spike misses, but it might not matter. The charm coming out. Kaisa looking for blood here. Has to flash away. Killer instinct to follow up on this Evelyn, and 1,000 gold going over to that Kaisa. And that is exactly where you want to see it. Kaisa, this late game carry, able to dash in and drop the Acathian Rain on all of these team members. You want 1,000 gold shutdowns going her way. She already has a 50 CS lead on that Twitch. If she can keep building that lead and position well in these team fights, they should have enough between Katarina and Kai'Sa to win this game. The only real problem that I'm seeing right now is Vi ulting in on these priority targets. She's trying to step up and make a play on a, like I said, a priority target, which is huge. That's awesome. But then Evelyn is just able to flank around on the backside and get kills for herself. I want to see this Vi staying in that back line on that Kai'Sa, trying to keep her safe, using that Vault Breaker and that ultimate to peel this Evelyn, to peel the Kled, anything like that to keep this Kai'Sa safe, whereas Katarina can jump around in on that back line and start to delete the squishies on the side of Team Hopeful. Baron coming up here in just under a minute. Evelyn is looking for blood. Katarina is alone. Is Evelyn going to go for it? It looks like she is. She lands a hate spike. She gets the damage. The ultimate last caress on Katarina. Sits her down, and Baron is coming up very soon. Kled is split pushing in this bot lane. He does have teleport to be able to make a play up on the top side when this Baron does spawn. And now 4 members sieging down this mid lane for Team Hopeful. I've said it once, I'll say it again. They have a 3,000 gold lead, and this game is looking very hopeful for them. Vi dashing in onto that Twitch. That is not where you want to see that Vi. The ultimate onto 3 from Sona. A beautiful ultimate. The spray and pray coming out on from the Twitch. The ultimate from Lux to follow up. Kled dashing in. Vi having to get herself to safe. Lux picks up the kill onto the gangplank. The spray and pray and the Lux ultimate just too much. Final spark doing a devastating amount of damage, and now Lux and Evelyn going to start up this Baron, and the rest of the team will follow. Prince of Hell with beautiful positioning there, again standing on that back line after weathering that storm. Sona being able to peel with the ultimate and the spray and pray onto 3 members. Lux able to pick up the kill with the final spark. A 1-for-0, which is not much, and that is exactly what you want to see. If you're going to lose fights, you want to barely lose fights. That way you still have 4 members to defend your base. Now you have that Baron push coming in. Gangplank will be alive, but they have to be careful. If 1 or 2 or 3 members are dying for the Wannabes, that might just be the game. The pushing power might be too much from Team Hopeful. Another Ocean Drake going down. Evelyn looking for something here, doesn't find it. Katarina trying to trade it back, but she is 2 levels down. Kled looking for the engage. Vi turns around, tries to stop the engage here, trying to get her team to safety. She has to flash away. Everybody is safe, but now 3 members. Evelyn coming in for the gank and absolutely deletes that gangplank. 111-8. He's got 0 resistances. And this Evelyn is an absolute unit. Vi dashing in, looking for something here. The light binding coming out. Not going to be enough there to push Vi off. But Kled here pushing down the mid lane. Takes an inhibitor turret, and now he's looking for some damage onto that Katarina. He has 3 levels up on that Katarina. That Katarina at this point has absolutely been neutralized. She's not able to get any damage off. Vi goes down to the Evelyn, and just like I said, if you see 2 members dying on the side of the Wannabes, that might be enough for them to lose the game here. The final spark coming out, gonna push Kai'Sa back into the base. Kled flashes forward, trying to find the kill on Nami. He does not find it, and Katarina picks up the kill Katarina dies to the Evelyn. Kled now looking for more, having to get away from the Kai'Sa there. The heal's coming out from Sonar to keep everybody safe, but the Nexus is dying. The Nexus is not safe, and the Team Hopeful taking game 1 in this 3-game series. GG's Team Hopeful. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this shit, I shouldn't have said that, man. I apologize. If you guys like this, make sure you leave a comment down below. I am Peanut. I'm an amateur caster. I'm trying to make my way into the scene. And yeah, I could use all of your guys' help. Like, comment, subscribe. This is probably going to go on YouTube. And if you guys have any comments or anything like that, any constructive criticism, any feedback for me, please let me know, whether that be in my Discord, which I will have linked. There's a Discord there in the chat. Let me know here in the chat, because this is live on Twitch right now. And yeah, guys, thank you.